Hey, Llama here. Welcome to my third video on preparing for Ark Survival Ascended. In this series I started out fresh on the island on official PVE. This is Ark Survival Evolved, but I will be limited to only items and creatures available in the base game on the island to give a realistic perspective on what starting out on Ark Survival Ascended might be like. So last time we tamed ourselves an RG to help us get around. Today we're going to get ourselves two of the most important harvesting dinos in the game, a Doedicurus for stone and an Ankylosaurus for harvesting metal and flint. So first I'm going to cook up some meat and then we'll hop on the RG, head out and see what we can find. So first up we're going to see if we can find ourselves an Anky. Now according to the spawn map, these are the areas where you'll find them. Now we're going to focus on the bottom right, which is Herbivore Island, and that's where we're going to head. Now Herbivore Island, if you weren't aware, is effectively the safest place on the map. Only herbivores spawn there, no carnivores at all, and it's most definitely the safest place to tame an Anky. The only problem you've got is that we're on the island and most of the levels are quite low, and therefore you've got to kind of keep looking, killing, keep looking, killing until you can find something decent. Anyway, let's head over there and see what we can find. And here we are, Herbivore Island. Pretty good base spot this one, so not unsurprisingly someone's built a massive base on here, so it's a great spot. Obviously nothing dangerous on the island. It's got metal spawns, easy access to the ocean. It's got a lovely bay at the beginning where you can breed water creatures if you want to, and very easily sort of defended from anything. But we're here for Ankies. Hope the levels are better than the Bronto. Let's have a look and see what we can find. There we go. What do we got? 45, 70, 70. Yep, 70 is not bad actually. We might take a 70 if we can't find anything better. Okay. No, neither of those are any good. Look, if we don't find anything better, what I might do, I might leave the level 70 here, and then I might just kill the others, and then we'll go and look for our Doedicurus and come back later and see if anything decent has spawned. I think that's how we're going to proceed. So I'm going to play some light-hearted music to make the killing slightly less homicidal. Okay, now having routinely massacred some fairly innocent herbivores, let's get on to looking for ourselves a Doedicurus, and we'll spend some time looking for one of those, and then we'll come back and see if anything decent has spawned here. Okay, Doedicurus hunting time. So here's where they spawn. We're going to focus on this area on the right of the redwoods and see what we can find. Okay, we got one there. That's no, level 30. No good. Oh, we got another one down there. That's a level 55. Don't really want to be taming one in the swamp, to be honest. Let's keep heading around and see what we can find. Oh, bears. We're going to need a bear at some stage. But neither of those are any good. Alright, I'll keep looking and I'll bring you back if I find anything. Okay, we've headed around the corner, still looking, haven't found anything decent yet. But same thing, we'll keep looking. If we find anything decent, then we'll take it, and if we don't, then we'll kill what we can and we'll move on. Hey, is that a sheep? That's a sheep. Oh, you are kidding me. You can never find these when you need them. I'm taming a herbivore and I find a sheep. I'm going to take it. There's no point leaving it to come back and kill it another time, because it will be dead in like 3.2 seconds. So we'll take the mutton. We can always take that back to the base and cook it up, and maybe we can use it to tame a thyla at some stage. Alright. Let the search continue. Oh, what have we got here? Get there. Oh, wow. Okay. Speechless. 150. What did I say about really crap levels on the island? Wow, 150. Alright, well, this has to be our Doedic. Okay, compy. Well, fresh from our recent compy experience on foot, I think we'll just get rid of these. Nice. Alright, now we're going to build a trap for this guy. Not because he's hard to tame, but more for his protection, to be honest, because the problem with Doedics is they take so long to tame, particularly if you're using berries. So if you're not using kibble, they're a long tame, and leaving them sitting somewhere like this out in the open where they can get attacked might not be such a great idea. Gonna build a little 2x1 trap with some stairs leading up, and we're just gonna kite him into it. Fairly simple trap, so I'm gonna put I've already got the gear for it. Let's chuck that stone in the RG and get the stuff for the trap. There we go. So we've got 6 doors, we've got 6 door frames, we've got 2 foundations, and we've got 2 stone stairs. So what we're going to do, we're going to place this down. The reason for the doors and the door frames is that I want door frames so I can shoot through them, so I can knock the guy out, but I want doors on them because once it's knocked out, I want to be able to close the doors. That RG is getting a little bit close for my liking. I want to be able to close the doors so that he is protected. I had a little bit too much weight there. Let's get rid of this. Is he attacking the Doedic? No. He's going for the dead compies, so I really shouldn't have left their bodies on the ground. I should have harvested them, because if you didn't know, RGs are attracted from a long distance away to any corpses, and they will come and harvest them. So you can use that to your advantage if you're trying to kill them or tame them, but it's a bit of a pain if they turn up as unwanted guests. Alright, so as I was saying, yeah, I want to be able to use the doorways so I can shoot through them, but I'm going to whack doors on them so that when I've finished taming, I can close the doors and the Doedicurus won't get attacked through the door frame by anything. So I'm going to whack these on now. Need to do them before he goes in there, because otherwise he may obstruct one of the doors and you can't place it afterwards. Alright, let's chuck some stairs on. 2 stone stairs. Nice. We'll get rid of this because this might just cause us might become a bit of an obstruction. Alright, I'm going to put all that stuff in the RG. Make sure he's on passive because we don't want him attacking our 150 Doedicurus. And let's go and shoot him in the face. Okay, come on. Now these are pretty slow, so like I said, really you don't have to trap them in order to tame them. You can just run along in front of them like this and just take a pot shot every now and again. You can easily outrun them even if you don't have improved movement speed. The trap is really for his protection. So let's head up the ramp. Nice. Keep his aggro in the trap, and I forgot to open the door. Oh, ow. Okay. And well, there we go. It knocked me out of the trap. That's one way of doing it. Okay, there we go, trapped. Now these things, you've got to make sure you shoot them underneath their shell. Yeah, so I go bottom of the face, I go legs, and whoop, and that. So see, he just showed us his ass. Shoot the back end as well. So any of the fleshy bits that aren't covered by shell. The reason why, if you actually hit these guys in the shell too much, it won't do the torpor damage, but it will do actual damage to their health. If their health gets below, I think it's below 50%, they will roll up into a ball, and once they do that, your taming is finished, because effectively their torpor will drop at an accelerated rate. In fact, it will drop quicker than you can raise it with arrows. So even if you keep pumping arrows straight into him, his torpor will drop quicker than it will increase. So you really have to hit the fleshy bits and make sure that you don't do too much damage to it, meaning that it will not turn into a ball and you can in fact knock it out. Now, these guys take a lifetime to knock out with a primitive crossbow. So I'm going particularly a 150, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going for those fleshy bits, and I'll bring you back when she, another female, when she is almost knocked out. Oh, what's that? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That's a Therizinosaur. We did not want that getting involved in our tame. Let's just get this guy off the edge. Gee, that would have ruined my day big time. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay, going to be keeping one eye on that guy for sure as we continue to knock out this Doedic. Okay, we'll make some more arrows. I think we've put quite a few trank arrows in, but she hasn't balled up yet, so just going to keep going. Hopefully we can knock her. I haven't done any shell hits, so we should be able to knock her out before she hits the 50% health drop. I don't have a magnifying glass, so if I had a magnifying glass I'd be able to tell what her health looked like. Unfortunately I don't, so I've just got to keep going. Gently does it, one hit at a time, until we knock her out. And she's out. Fantastic. Alright, let's close up the doors. Nice. Now, actually, given it's a 150, I really don't want to lose this tame, so I'm going to make some additional walls and ceilings, and I'm just going to fully enclose this trap so that it will keep her 100% safe while we leave her to tame out. Okay, here we go. So I appear to be dying from the cold. I'm not ice cubing anymore, which is good, but we're going to get this top end of the trap built just to fully protect this Doedicurus, and then we're going to head back to base and go and get ourselves some berries. And then we've got to get over to Herb Island and see if we can find an Anky to tame as well. Alright, still a bit to do. Okay, back at base. Small thing, I can't emphasize this enough. I'm going to fix my crossbow. There is nothing worse than being midway through knocking something out and finding your crossbow breaks and you don't have a replacement. Okay. So we're cooking up the prime meat. We've cooked up some of the mutton. The rest of it's about to spoil. And we're just cooking up some of this prime meat to try and make it last a little bit longer. And we're going to keep that in the preserving bin. Alright, then we're going to grab ourselves some berries and we're going to head off and see if we can find an Anky on Herb Island. So, I'm going to go grab these berries and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, slight change of plan. We went to look for an Anky and there was nothing on Herb Island other than that 70. So we killed a load more stuff and then we've come back here. We're going to put some... need to put some tranks into this Doedicurus, stop it from waking up. Yep, that's it. I'll do a full stack, I think. And that should keep it down for a fair while. Okay, so if we were doing this guy in 1 times, he would take 221 Mejo berries to tame and 3 hours and 18 minutes. In addition, we'd need to add 378 narcotics to feed him, and every 51 minutes he would wake up. So you would need to be adding those progressively throughout the 3 hour and 20 minutes. Luckily, because we're on 2 times, it's going to take 111 Mejo berries, an hour and 40, and we need to give him 125 narcotics to keep him down. Again, 51 minutes, so for an hour and 40, you basically need to feed him twice. So we've just given him 100. He should be out for a little while. We're going to go... what have we got? Yeah, we've got plenty of narcotics left. So I might even... let's chuck the berries in, I think. And we might even feed... I keep saying him. Feed her the narcotics. So that will be 150 all in one go, and we can feed the berries. Now, because the way the torpor recovery works, or the drain and recovery, the torpor will gradually recover back to 100%, but at the same time, the narcs that I've fed it will keep it going down in the same, so you've got sort of like 2 forces going against each other. So in this case, we may not need to come back and feed it some more, but we'll see how we go. Alright, let's go and see if we can find an Anky. Okay, here we are, back on Herb Island, and we've got ourselves a 110. Now, as I mentioned before, with these, like the Doedicurus, you don't need to trap them unless it's for their own safety. And in the case of the Anky on Herb Island, he's perfectly safe. So we can just run around and knock this guy out. So just walking backwards, shooting in the face with the crossbow, best way to do this. Even if they hit you, even a high level one won't do too much damage. So we'll let him get a certain distance, and then we'll flip round and run in the other direction and let him follow us there. Now, the only thing I do want to be careful of is when he starts torpor running, I don't want him running in the water, because if he knocks out in the water, then he will drain. So we're going to pull him back here, and then I'm going to let him get real close, and then hopefully when he starts torpor running, we can get him running like behind where we're currently facing. Let's see if we can turn around, and there we go, perfect. He's torpor running in the right direction, away from the water. That's nice. So a few more shots should take him down. And come on, fella. Oh, don't go towards the water. Hey, there we go. And he's out. Sweet. Alright. Nice knockout. Chuck the arrows back into the RG. And let's get going. Alright, let's head back to the Doedicurus. Alright, both knocked out. We'll just keep an eye on the Doedicurus. I want to make sure that its torpor doesn't drop too quickly. The Anky's torpor will drop a lot slower, so less of a concern. but we'll just be hovering between the two of them now and getting them to tame up. Alright, back at base. While we're waiting, let's craft up some saddles. And we've got to learn them, so let's see. We go to our engram list and let's see, type in Doedicurus, thank you, learn that. And saddle as well. Both of these are made in the smithy, and both pretty much contain, require almost the same fibre, hide, metal ingot, and I think the Doedicurus saddle needs stone as well. Yep, oh, and we need fibre. Alright, out of fibre. Always running out of fibre. Okay, we'll grab a sickle. This thing's brilliant for fibre collection. Very underrated tool, the metal sickle. So nice, look at all that. Now we're on 2 times, but that's a absolute butt ton of fibre that we're collecting there. Nice. Brilliant. Plenty to craft our saddle. Excellent. Alright, that's it done. Okay, here we are back at Herbivore Island and ready to add some narcotics and some berries to our Anky. Now, this guy will stay knocked out for an hour. And on 2 times will take an hour and 13 to tame, so we do need to add some narcotics in. It's going to take 82 Mijo berries to fully tame in that hour and 13 minutes, and 15 narcotics, but we're going to pump quite a few more in just to make sure it stays under. Now if we were doing this on 1 times, it would take 163 Mijo berries and almost 2.5 hours, 2 hours 26. And 97 narcotics. So, but we're not doing it on 1 time, so it should be a fair bit quicker than that. Alright, going to leave this guy to tame up, and let's head back to the Doedicurus. Okay, back here at the Doedicurus, and this guy's looking pretty good. We'll give her some more narcotics. To make sure she stays under. Okay, a little bit of time's passed. Still here with the Doedicurus. He's at 90, or she's at 94% now. Shouldn't need to feed it anything else, but I have spotted this nice looking blue monkey. So while we're waiting, I'm going to tame this guy up. So these are a passive tame, Mijo berries, best thing to tame them with. That one got us 8.8%. On level 35, that's on 2 times too. So on 1 time, imagine 1 times on a 150. This would take obscenely long and require a huge amount of patience. This one shouldn't be too bad, so probably 10 or 11 feeds. I'm guessing 11 feeds. So this, maybe 12. Alright. But, you know, 95% on the Doedicurus. What else are we going to do? Okay. Shoving berries up a monkey's butt. This must be the last one. And there we go. Got ourselves a monkey. So these guys are good. Virtually any shoulder pad, I think you'll find, gives you a 50% weight reduction. So anything you put in this guy's inventory will weigh half as much as if it was in yours. I'm going to call this guy Bob because I'm really bad at picking names. Alright, Bob, let's go. So the Doedicurus is almost tamed. It's on 98.7. We can start dismantling our trap now. So let's do that, and then, well, that's loud. Hopefully she'll be tamed up fairly soon. Okay, just dismantling the last few bits of the trap now. So this thing's at 99.6 and it's tamed. I was just about to say chances of it getting attacked now are pretty slim. Okay, you will be called Stoner Pete. I don't know why. I don't know where that name came from, but there we go. And let's demolish the rest of this trap, and then we can fly back to base. What's really cool about these guys is you can carry them with the RG. You can fly up to a rock and they will automatically harvest it and pick up the stone in their own inventory. And they will do that up to 50% of their weight stat until that's full. So really cool way of harvesting stone. Okay, here we are back at base. Let's try this guy out. Girl. Oh, skill issue. Hey, there we go. Alright, look at the stats. Not too bad. 341 melee, 380 weight. Those are probably the only two stats that you'll bother leveling up. Get the melee up to something decent and then pump everything else into weight is the way to go with these. Brilliant. Alright, now we've got an Anky to worry about. Okay, back here on Herbivore Island. The weather has not been kind to us and it's dark. But our Anky's just about tamed. And there we go. Nice. Alright, I'm going to call this guy Rusty. Again, for no particular reason. Alright, put your saddle on. Now, we can use this guy to harvest a bit of metal. There's some metal here on Herbivore Island. So, let's grab hold of Rusty. Take him up the top here. Past this guy's base. A little hard to see in this light, but there's some pure metal nodes here. Let's just see how good he is at harvesting. Right. Really hard to see in this light. There we go. There's a pure metal node. So let's hop on Rusty. Oh, I think he might have hit a pillar. If you're carrying a dinosaur and you hit a structure, a player-made structure, your Anky will immediately drop it. So you do need to be careful of that, particularly if you're flying around someone else's base. Alright, look at that. 160 metal per hit, 304 for 2 hits. And there's our stats, 365 weight, 307 melee, and you can see this guy's much better than a pick, for sure. So I'll take a screenshot of the stats so I remember what they're like, and let's get back to base. And there we go. Alright, so we got ourselves a Doedicurus, a 150 Doedicurus that we berry tamed. Thank goodness it was 2 times. And we got a 110 Anky, so pretty good score for the day, to be honest. So I'm going to take this guy back to the base and finish up the episode here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, because we'll be doing plenty more content like this coming up. Next video we do might not be a taming video, because we might look at some whatever we need to start our next round of tames. Things like getting the right tools, getting some crops going, and maybe start thinking about what a kibble farm will look like. So So I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching again, and I'll see you next time.